Hello and welcome to my channel update. I'm just wanting to keep folk up to date with what's going on, with what I'm planning to do. First thing is that as and when, because a couple of people have already asked, I am planning on playing through second chapter of Trails in the Sky when it comes out in English essentially, or on Steam, or whatever's the easiest one to get a hold of it on. I will basically play that one closer to its release, seeing as I kind of picked Trails in the Sky up as I started to do these records, so I was a little bit late to the game in that respect, but I'll try and do them as soon as it comes out essentially. In the meantime, that leads me on to something else that I mentioned in that playthrough, is that I'm going to spend a little bit of time basically playing it through again. Probably won't do a full video series because that's a little bit, a repetition for lack of a better phrase, but I'm going to try and create some side quest tutorial videos. Partly because I know I've missed them somewhat in the past, to the point of missing apparently 2 entire dungeons, but also potentially they could be useful for people picking the game up and or just wanting to see how to do stuff. It also means that I kind of will be doing everything myself as well, so a bit win-win for that. Also, it gives me a chance to spend a bit more time on producing videos. So rather than generating like a half-hour video and then editing it down and whatnot every day, I'm going to try and split up my schedule between a couple of Let's Plays videos and a couple of these more tutorial based videos, which will be shorter but hopefully better produced, more edited, more scripted, so that I can help start develop my editing skills essentially, and my production skills a bit more, because I feel it's been lacking a little bit. I've been trying to improve them as I've been going, but I haven't had much time to sit and really focus in on a project yet, or on a video sex. Even the shorter ones that I'm doing are 20-30 minutes on that, and then 10-15 minutes on my Final Fantasy series. Hopefully I can learn some stuff which I can then apply back to the longer form ones, but without spending a little bit of time to it'll give me a little bit more time to play the game, a little bit more time to hone my craft, so that should be good. And that brings me to a little bit, which should be a little bit more edited down again, is my next playthrough series, which I'm going to start imminently, which is a playthrough of the East series, which is also by Falcom, makers of Trails in the Sky and whatnot. It's a bit more of an action RPG from what I understand. I've had a quick play with it, enough to make sure that it'll record and whatnot, which I'm not an action RPG guy historically. I'm traditionally more of a story based, I like my ideal RPG to a degree is like a novel. You kind of unfold the story as you're going. But there's basically a series of games here. They seem to be quite interesting, quite well regarded. And it's something which I've always found interesting, like even going back to people playing like Secrets of Mana and that sort of game, which they look fun, but I've never really quite got into. So I'm going to give this a punt, see how it goes. Apparently, if the first game is a total if it just doesn't work for me, at the very least about 5 hours, I believe, of actual gameplay from what I've heard. And then the second one's about twice that, so I'll give the first one a go this week and we'll see how it goes from there. And finally, what I'm planning on doing a little bit over Christmas as well, because my time frees up a little bit, so I have at least the week between Christmas and New Year, because our office is closed at work. I can do other stuff. I'm going to have a go at trying possibly a role-played Skyrim playthrough, which is something I've always had in the back of my head since I've thought about doing these recordings. Just taking a character, possibly a character which is totally ludicrous and will never work, but just place them into the world, see how they react to it. I've always liked the idea of role-playing in a RPG, rather than necessarily, for lack of a better phrase, just going along with the story. That kind of was a little bit to my detriment in my Trails in the Sky playthrough, where I was doing things because the characters would do them, rather than say, no, I'm going to stop now and do some bracer quests and go and explore this area, because it didn't make sense. They wouldn't do that. It's a bit of a trope in the JRPGs, but yeah, I'm going to try. But anyway, getting back to that, yeah, I'm going to try that. I can see how that goes. If it works, I'll probably do them sporadically as well. But yeah, in the meantime, if anyone's got any suggestions for any games, any more long-form games, particularly story-based games as well, that are worth playing, please let me know. Otherwise, I will try and get back into the swing of recording, and hopefully my voice will hold out. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and have a good day. Goodbye.